What's up, guys? We're live. Everything is jacked up here on Twitch for some reason. Wouldn't allow like the update for names or category or division. Everything was all messed up. Apparently it's able to adjust now though. But I don't even know what the point of this is. I mean, we're at a stage here with Hall of Legends that there's nothing to do. Icon Chronicles, there's no update for heroes. Challenge mode takes like 10 minutes. Even with Hall of Legends, you log in every day, you watch an ad, you have 2 skill games and a match. That's it. Because we're not doing anything else until Team B unlocks. And Team B doesn't unlock for another day. So it won't come out until tomorrow. Tomorrow reset. 25 hours from now. Jesse, Kinsey, how you doing? I thought Sammy was here too. Yeah, and this stuff all gets done in a matter of minutes. The exchanges are awful. We do our dailies. You know, the weekly stuff will reset. Star Pass is terrible. Values here are kind of settled. I haven't looked to see. 105, still sitting at 450 mil. We'll wait. Hopefully, if it's a little bit easier to come by Salah in Team B, once everything is released, hopefully the values will drop a little bit. You filled the survey out, even though I didn't play neither of the event. Good. They need told. It's just awful. And what's awful is people are like, well, we want to reset. I mean, I would love to have a reset if the reset is what we expect it to be. But it's not what we expect it to be. And if people know what they're considering as a reset, then I think more people would be like completely pissed at an entirely different subject. Not that it has not reset since last September. So see, this is something that people aren't giving this feels like the longest season ever because it's been so boring, but it's only been 10 months. We have been playing this game for 10 months, and it feels like 10 years. It is that bad. That's been the problem. It's just that bad. It's awful. Awful. Terrible. Beyond bad. 10 months. It came out, well, 11 months. We're moving into the 11th month. And people are like, well, we want to reset. No, you want a new game. And that's been the confusion.
I've seen some pretty shitty situations in my life, but nothing has ever sucked more ass than this.
What people aren't understanding or realizing is that if they reset the game, for once since the game was released in 2016, 8 years ago, what they are considering when they talk about a reset, they are not talking about a new FC Mobile. They are actually talking about a hard reset. The game would not change at all. It would revert back to the release of last September. That's what they're considering. So when everybody was upset that there was no FC Mobile reset, they're like, well, we can reset it. We can go back to last September. No. That's not what we want. We want a new version of the game because this one sucks. We want a new version. Fix all the problems. Release FC Mobile 25. And they're like, no. But if you really want to reset, we can just start over. So this would not be a reset. It would be a mulligan. With no changes. And the more we talked about it, it's like, wait a minute. So we would just lose everything, which is always fun. Like, I love the resets. I love resets. I love starting over. I love there being new achievements and goals, and hey, we're all starting fresh and we all have crappy bronze teams, and how long does it take you to build a new team and that kind of stuff. And you know, when they released this last September, I had taken off work. I had set stuff aside. I was like, I'm going to stream for 12 hours. We are just going to grind FC Mobile. This is going to be fantastic. Oh my God, I can't wait. And then the game was released at like 3 in the morning. And by 6 in the morning, everybody was like, I'm done. There's nothing else we can do. We've beat the game at this point. So all these people that were going to stream for like a day straight, stream for hours, and they were like, I think I'm going to go get some breakfast. We might be back later. That's what it was. And now they're saying, well, there's no reset. We're in the middle of the season. There's new events coming. And then instead of a reset, we're just going to do an anniversary. But nothing changes, and you still keep all your players, and everything's going the same, and people are upset. Like, we just don't want to keep going with these high OVRs, and the events suck, and there's all this cheating, and nothing's being done about anything. We want it reset. We want the game fixed. We want a new game. We want FC Mobile 25. No, you're not getting FC Mobile 25. No, you would get FC Mobile 24 deluxe version, director's cut. And it wouldn't be a good director's cut. It would be like an additional 1.8 minutes. And those 1.8 minutes are like really bad scenes that should have been cut anyway. So, no, we don't want that kind of a reset. We want an actual reset. And so then all this confusion and all this argument, it's like, well, let's see what everybody thinks. Let's release a poll. We'll do a poll to see if people actually do want to reset. So they released this poll the other day to see, like, gauge the people out there. And the problem is, the majority of people that are playing, because this is the Asian build, the entire like community is based out of Asia. So there's a completely different dynamic to the community. And the majority of the community right now are brand new users. I think if you go through and do like how many people are playing today that have ever gone through a reset before, and it would be the lowest percentage of users that have ever not gone through a reset, because I think everybody that's playing right now are new users. Like, they're not, it's, you know, to the majority of the people that are playing every day, this is something brand new, because all of the legacy players have quit over the last 10 months. The percentage of people that have been here for multiple seasons has got to be low. It's because they can't retain people. It's because they're not trying to retain people. I think they're making more money off of new users. So it's like, there's no point to retain long-term players. And for new users, the idea of a reset is always just jaw-droppingly bad, because they feel like, I've spent all this money and now you're going to take it all away. That's stupid. And so if you ever ask anybody new if they want to reset,
well, tickle mutterdies. Politico JT just resubscribed for 40 months. The poll was a 1 from me, so wonder if they listen. That being said, 40 months now and still going strong. Forget FC, it's all about raid now, smiley face.
40 months. Thank you. Thanks, Politico. Okay. Sammy says, from the options they're providing in the poll, you can tell they have no clue. Exactly. I mean, the options are pretty entertaining too, for some of them. I mean, they're not this bad, but they're on par with, like, is this your favorite game in the world? Is it your second favorite game in the world? Is it your third favorite game in the world? Have you never played another game? And those are your choices. You're like, well, it's none of them. That doesn't make any sense. There were a lot of the questions where I'm reading it and I'm like, well, this doesn't even apply. Like, none of these. Like, the answer is none. Like, I don't understand. Like, how am I supposed to answer that? Like, there was a lot of stuff in there. You know, rate the following things as the most important to you from 1 to 5. And I'm looking at the list and I'm like, none of that shit is important to me. And there were multiple questions like that. Like, who wrote this poll? They can't even design a decent poll. Yeah, it's even the survey had glitches. Yeah, you're reading it, you're like, it's some of it was set up to the point where it was skewed in a direction that no matter how you reply to those, they can swing it and spin it to their benefit. There were a few questions like that. But then there were some where it's like, rate the event from 1 to 5. 1 being the shittiest event, 5 being a great event. You're like, 1. Then your next question. There was one question, it was rank these 7 events from most fun to least fun, and you're looking at it and you're like, this has been the most boring season ever. I don't want to rate any of these events as being fun. And you're looking through it and you're like, I don't even remember Centurions. Like, what the hell was Centurions? It's that bad. The events are that bad that we don't even remember what they were. Like, I kind of remember, and you're like, Team of the Year. How bad was Team of the Year? You're like, I don't even remember any of these. And you're like, well, maybe they weren't as bad as this, but it's like they're all so forgettable that I didn't even know what to put down for that. Like, what is the event that they think is the greatest event ever was Euros. I'm like, well, that was your worst event, just because it's the last worst event I remember. I hope people filled it out. If for any reason other than just to have a chance to present your opinion, even if they don't listen to it, it's better to give your opinion and say that you did something than just keep complaining and being like, well, I didn't even fill the form out. I didn't even fill it out. Why not? I don't understand. But then again, I'm the guy who never ever has a problem of saying, what did you need?
No.
Okay, good. I've never been the one, nice. I've never been the one to have a problem with like speaking up and saying like, this sucks. Because a lot of this just sucks. And there's so many that are just afraid to say anything because they're afraid they'll take away your giveaways. Like, what is the, I mean, I don't understand if that's all you're in it for. And you know, it's, spoiler alert, they took away the giveaways. And what's funny is the reason we were told the giveaway stopped was because the community, how was it I can't remember exactly what we were told. Basically that the positivity is kind of low for the game right now. Maybe we should wait until it's a little bit more positive and there's better engagement before we do the giveaways again. And the fact that we haven't had a giveaways for months tells you everything you need to know. They just, nobody cares. And yeah, it's bad. So that's where we're going to end it. I never even played the game. So that was my FC Mobile stream. Because there's nothing to do. I mean, what are we going to play Division Rivals for shittiest rewards ever? I mean, here's the funniest part. If you go to Division Rivals right now, if you, let's go to head-to-head. So if you're playing head-to-head and you're looking for points per match, you're getting, I mean, at FC Champion, are you getting 10,000 universal tokens? Or is this promotion? So match, you're getting, what are we getting? At FC Champion 3, you're getting 60 universal tokens for winning a match. Okay, for promotion, you're just getting coins. The rewards, you're getting a decent amount. 10,000, anything up there in the universal tokens range. But if you're getting like 60 to 80 points, if you go to Icon Chronicles and you play these matches every day, you're getting 80, 130, 160. You're getting 200 universal tokens a day just by autoplaying this shit. You're getting so many universal tokens from everything. You can only use so many. You know, right now we're stuck with how many universal tokens you can trade in for the event. You go to, I can't go to the store because obviously I'm locked out like I always am. But if you go to the exchanges, the rewards for exchanging the universal tokens, they're awful. The exchanges are bad. And that's what we're using for the events. And then they give us events like Hall of Legends where you can play 2 skill games in a match and you're done. And they're like, well, you know, people spend all their time playing Division Rivals. I don't know who those people are. But Jesus Christ, you need a girlfriend. Because, wow. I just don't understand it. There's just so little to the game right now. It's frustrating. All right, that's where I'm ending it. We're gonna switch over to Raid Shadow Legends where there's so much to do we can't get it all done, which is the complete opposite of what we have here. So we go from 10 months of boredom feeling like 10 years to 1 day of quests feeling like 10 years. Finally sleeps. As long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep making videos.